Hi, my name is Angie. I'm a social psychology professor and yoga instructor. I've been making some videos to support people during this social distancing period, which is of course an incredibly stressful time for everybody all over the world, whether you're on very strict quarantine protocols or whether you're able to go out in the world. This is a time when there's a lot of uncertainty and there's a lot of economic, physical, social stress going on all at the same time, which means all of us are experiencing stress. But how we cope with that can vary. Stress, unfortunately, has a huge series of effects on the physical body as well as, of course, mental well-being. But there's a dynamic interaction so that mentally, if we're able to stay centered and focused, we might actually be able to combat some of those physical consequences of stress, which includes even decreased immune functioning. So it's a time that we really want to make sure we're trying to stay centered, we're trying to stay calm. So if you find yourself in a time or a situation where you're just overwhelmed, there's too much going on all at once and you feel you can barely move, this is the practice for you. We're going to try to focus a little bit more internally, be in our bodies, and then add just some really gentle movement today. Okay? So if you'd like to join in and you have not yet, please go wash your hands and your face with soap and water. Pause the video, come back and join us. And we'll try to get started in a comfortable position for you. So ideally, we're sitting grounded with the sits bones down. This allows the pelvis to be neutral. If there's tightness in the back or tightness in the hips, we might find ourselves sitting a little bit more uncomfortably, leaning backward, and it can help that if you sit up on a folded blanket, on a folded towel, if you have a yoga block or a meditation cushion, anything that helps give a little bit of height to your hips, sitting forward so we can tilt slightly forward, this helps. If you're very uncomfortable, if you have some restricted mobility, another opportunity is to sit on a chair. But the goal will be to sit on a firm chair, so not a soft, comfortable one, but one which is solid, so like a dining chair, something like this. Again, the goal is just to sit up nice and tall, grounded from the sits bones down. We should have length in the spine, relaxation, openness in the chest and shoulders. Today we're going to combine a bit of internal focus and breathing practice with, as I said, just some really gentle movements to get us moving, see if it helps you feel a little bit more centered, maybe a little bit better able to tackle whatever it is you need to do today. So once you've found your seated position, if you're comfortable, when you're ready, going ahead and closing your eyes. Trying to direct the focus, the awareness, inside of the body. We're going to take a moment, we're going to scan through the length of the body. There's nothing you have to do, nothing has to move. We're just going to try to rotate our attention and check in with how our body is physically doing today. We might be so much in our mind these days that we're a little bit out of our body, and it's just an opportunity to find ourselves here. Let's start by bringing your attention, your awareness into the fingers. See if you can place your mind there. Notice or feel what's going on. Bring your awareness into the palms, into the wrists, and into the forearms. Again, just noticing any sensations of your body. Are you holding any stress, tension, or pain anywhere? Bring awareness into the elbows, into the upper arms, and into the shoulder socket. Moving down the back, bringing awareness into the shoulder blades. This might be a place where you're finding some tension or some pain. Down into the mid-spine. Are you supported as you sit here? and into the lower back. And bringing awareness into the chest. Again, are you holding any tension? Do you feel any stress there? Are you able to be relaxed? Into the upper abdomen, abdomen. Into the lower abdomen, the lower abs. And we'll bring our focus, our awareness into the hips. Again, noticing if you have any pain, if anything's pinching. And into the pelvic basin, finding here muscles that support us. And bringing awareness into the top of the upper legs, the thighs, the outside of the legs, IT band, the back of the legs, the hamstrings, and the inner thighs. Noticing if you're having to activate anything here just to keep you seated, or if because you're in a state of chronic tension. Bring awareness into the knees, checking in till they feel comfortable. And into the lower legs, top of the lower legs, and the calves. Bring awareness into the ankles, the heels, the top of the foot, the bottom of the foot, and into the toes. Finally, bring awareness up into the neck. Again, noticing, are you holding any tension? Are you feeling any pain? Into the jaw, maybe go ahead and mindfully loosen, release, relax the jaw. And the face, the facial muscles. We're going to bring our focus, our awareness a bit deeper into the breath. Start by watching the breath. Maybe you notice the cool air as it enters the nostrils, feeling the expansion of the chest and the abdomen. Maybe you feel the warmer air as it leaves your nostrils, the release throughout the chest, lowering of the shoulders on the exhale. Noticing the depth and the quality of your breath. To what extent is it steady and even? To what extent does it feel disjointed or difficult? And we'll mindfully start to slow down and even out the breath. I'm going to count out 9 rounds of breath here. The first 3, we'll inhale and exhale to a 3 count. The next 3, we'll inhale and exhale to a 4 count. And the final 3, we'll inhale and exhale to a 5 count. So wherever you are on your breath cycle, go ahead and exhale fully. So we can inhale, 2, 3, slow and complete, exhale, 2, 3, second round, inhale, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3, using the chest and belly, inhale, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3, adding a count, inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Adding a count, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second round, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last round, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Releasing control, letting your body find whatever breath count felt most comfortable, most natural, where you felt you could expand to the belly, the chest, and even feel expansion out the back of the shoulders. Taking 2 more rounds of breath, listening to your body, keeping attuned to those places in the body where you feel any stress or tension, maybe seeing just in your mind if you can breathe into those areas. When you finish your second breath, taking your time, taking a moment, open the eyes. Start to move into the physical body. Trying to keep the body nice and relaxed. Keeping the chin at neutral, neck is long, shoulders relaxed down. We'll inhale. And as we exhale, we'll turn to gaze over the left shoulder. Slow, continuous, steady movement. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling onto the right. Again, inhaling center. And exhaling left. Last time, inhaling center. Exhaling right. And inhaling center. Go ahead and exhale. Again, inhale. On the next exhale, we drop the left ear toward the left shoulder, feeling the stretch on the right side of the neck, keeping the chest open. Inhaling center. Exhaling onto the right. Again, inhaling center. Exhaling chin to chest, keeping the neck long. Inhaling center. Exhale, stay here. As we inhale, we'll lift the chin, again keeping the spine long. And exhale back to center. Take a few seconds here, add any slow, controlled, continuous movement. Playing around a little bit, noticing if you're feeling any tension or pain in your neck, in your shoulders, exploring that very, very gently. We don't want to push through anything, and we're not stretching and holding anything yet. Okay, bringing the neck back to center, we'll move down into the shoulders, bringing the fingertips on top of the shoulders, elbows together in front, then dropping them down, back, up, and forward. Again, steady, even, controlled movements. Go with your own pace, with your own breath. We're trying to keep the shoulders fairly relaxed here and just rotate through the socket. Go ahead and reverse the rotation. Noticing how this affects those points of your body that you identified as places where you're holding tension or pain, anywhere where there's stress. Go ahead and release the hands. We're going to open up the chest and then work on also spreading or activating the shoulders. So we'll bring the palms up about shoulder height, elbows a little bit bent. We'll inhale, open the chest, keeping the shoulders spread, gaze slightly up. Exhale, like you're hugging somebody. Probably we missed this during social distancing. Inhaling, opening up, spreading open that chest. Exhaling, spreading the shoulders. Inhaling. Exhaling, closing. 2 more. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last one. Inhaling, opening up. And exhaling, closed. Inhaling back to center, making sure our spine is nice and long. So we're going against the small amount of extension and contraction we were doing throughout the spine. We'll bring the palms up. Let's work on flicking the wrists, so warming up, waking up the wrist. If you're typing a lot, if you're holding your kids or cooking all the time or something, you might actually be holding tension in your wrists. So just flicking them up and down and rotate the wrist. If you've got tightness in your chest and shoulders, you can always do this with your elbows bent. Primarily want to feel anything happening at the level of the wrist here. Reverse that rotation. Remember to keep breathing. Go ahead and release the arms. We're going to move down into the hips. So to do so, we're going to try to make butterfly. Bringing the heels together, toes together in front of the hips. See where this goes for you. If your hips are very tight, there might be a little bit more space. If your hips are pretty open, we want the heels close to the pelvis. Now, again, if you have a tight back, if you have tight hips, you might find your lower back wanting to come into flexion here. And the first thing that we want to do is create length in the lower spine. So if you need to lean back so that we can get that long spine, go ahead and do that. Give yourself support from the chest and shoulders. And wherever you are, we're just going to gently rock through the hip sockets. Again, kind of just waking up all of the joints, checking in with our body, making sure they're not getting stuck because we're sitting too much, and also because we're grasping everything from all this stress or anxiety that we might be feeling. So we only want to feel this in the hips. If you're feeling anything in the knees, we want to be very gentle here. If you have any issues with the knees, always make sure you're taking care of your body. Okay, and from here, we're going to close the hips, extend the legs. Again, sitting up nice and tall, it's okay to lean back and use your arms for support, but we'll try to keep the spine long. We'll flex, extend the ankles, feet, and toes. Same thing, just putting some movement into the ankles and all the joints in the feet, toes. We've been sitting too much, everything might be a little bit sleepy. Go ahead and rotate the ankles. Again, make sure we're focusing on that breath. Anytime you feel your mind wandering, checking in and maybe counting out your breath again. Reverse the rotation. Go ahead and shake anything out that you feel like needs to. We're going to finish with some spinal movements. So coming over onto hands and knees, aligning, fingertips are spread, aligning the palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, so knees, hips distance apart. As we inhale, we're going to drop the belly as we raise the chin, extending the length of the spine, keeping the shoulders spread, shoulders are away from the ears, exhaling. Chin to the chest, raising the spine. Again, inhaling, gazing up. Exhaling, chin to chest. Keep those shoulders active as we inhale. Gaze up. Exhaling, chin to chest. 2 more. Inhaling, gazing up. Exhaling. Chin to chest, last one, inhaling, and exhaling. Coming back to a neutral spine, we're going to add in some spinal twisting. So left arm is strong. We'll inhale, raise the right arm. And exhale, see if we can bring that right shoulder down, extend the arm through, gazing up over the left shoulder, inhaling and exhaling. And inhaling and exhaling. This time we're going to hold it a little bit longer. Take a breath. Inhaling back to center, other side. So inhaling, we'll extend the left arm up. Exhale, bringing it through, gazing up at the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale. Last round, inhaling, opening up. And exhaling, extending the left arm, gazing up at the ceiling, taking a breath. Inhale, pressing through that right palm. See if you can come back into a child's pose. So hips to the heels, palms forward, or you can bring them back, whatever feels comfortable on your shoulders. If this is difficult, maybe we see if we can come down onto the elbows, but spread the shoulders, a little bit of lift in the back. Taking a few breaths and pressing yourself up through the palms. Extending the legs forward, pulling yourself forward on the mat so we can lie down. We'll take a short shavasana. So lying on the back, taking a breath, fully relaxing the body. Bring the feet hips distance apart, maybe slightly wider, fully releasing, relaxing the ankles, the hips. Letting the feet roll out to the side. Relaxing the length of the spine. Letting the spine find its normal curve, sinking into the ground. Mindfully relaxing your chest, your shoulders. Again, if you need to, go ahead and adjust anything. Arms parallel to your legs, maybe slightly wider, palms facing the ceiling. Arms fully relaxed. Relaxing your neck. Relaxing your jaw. Relaxing your face. If you haven't yet, closing your eyes. Seeing if you can find stillness and quiet in your body. Your mind starts to wander. Bring the focus, the awareness back into the breath, maybe as we did before, slowly counting out your breath and keeping your awareness there. Bringing your awareness back into your body, gently wiggling your fingers, moving your toes. If you want to, you can bring your palms together on the ground over your head. Feet together, one more time, inhale, stretching the length of your body. Exhale, releasing, taking your time, bending your knees. And rolling over onto one side of your body, using your lower arm as a pillow, your upper arm for support. Keeping your eyes closed so your concentration, your awareness stays in the body, pressing through that upper arm, coming back into any comfortable seated position, any way that you feel grounded from the sits bones down. Lengthen the spine. Openness in the chest and shoulders. Keeping that steady breath. When you're ready, opening your eyes. Thank you for joining me for practice today. I hope this helps you feel a little bit more present, a little bit more in tune with what's going on for you. And sending lots of love to everyone out in the world for whatever you have going on. Go wash your hands and face. Have a great rest of your day.